Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is John Jake Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Earlham Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp, of course. And we got a really good game on our hands. We're on the road facing against the number 22 team in the nation. But that being said, on paper, they're not that great. C+ overall squad, C offense, B defense. But they have similar ratings to SMU. And you know what SMU almost did? They almost won the football game against us, man. So we could not take these guys for granted. It's going to be a really good one, man. So I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash that like button. Hit me up in the comments. Shoot. If you're even brand new as well, man, hit that subscribe button so we can grow the community that we got going on here, man. Well, that being said, let's go ahead and get this game underway in between us and the Cincinnati Bearcats over in Nippert Stadium. Let's get it, baby. Alright, man, so here we are at Nippert Stadium, man. Toughest environment in this conference, and they got a pretty solid team too, number 22 in the nation. We're gonna have a good one on our hands, man. I really think we are going to, but I'm trying to go ahead. I'm trying to set a tone here early, trying to get that ground game going here, specifically get CJ Holman going. He's been starting off a little slow here, and that's why, teams like SMU, teams like Navy in the last couple episodes, they've been able to keep up, in those games. I'm trying to set a tone right here, man. And that's a big way to start it off, man. CJ Holman right up the gut. Gain of 23. Let's go, man. That's how exactly I want to start that first drive. And we'll keep it going, too. Quick little flood route out to the right-hand side. Jake Elliott, who has done a really good job of stepping up for us, managed to get a gain of 22. Stepping in for the injured Derek Blue, as we try to go ahead and continue to drive downfield. A little 5-yard catch for Dariah Bond. That gets us, firmly into the red zone here. And listen, red zone is nice and all, but I'm trying to get 6 points. I'm not trying to settle for no field goal right now. As Miami's looking around, got Sprinkle Jr. over the middle. He gets lit up like a Christmas tree, but still able to go ahead and pick up the first down for us. So we get first and goal now coming up. Here's we'll hand off to Miami again, who gets it to CJ Holman in the end zone, baby. Touchdown, Earlham. That's exactly how we want to start things off, man. We're not playing today. We are not playing against the number 22 team in the nation. I'm trying to show these guys why we're a top 25 team. And what's good here, too, is we also get a free and out on Cincinnati to start things off. So we're starting how we want to start, man. We're getting some good stops on defense. Offensively, we're moving the ball pretty well. Specifically, CJ Holman just doing some tough running too, man. Just getting some good yardage. Let's diversify our play calling a little bit here. Let's go ahead and get the ball in Jakeem Short, our best wide receiver. He's going to try to bounce it outside. Can't quite get it out there on the exterior, but still a gain of 7. Still a first down, and we're still moving this ball down the field here, as we're trying to go ahead and set him up with the play action now. Miami looking around. He's running for his life, though. Give me that block, please. Man, come on. You had one job, Rashard Harper. Getting the job done, getting the sack. Now it's 2nd and 18 now. Trying to pick up as much yards as possible. At least make it third and reasonable. And that'll certainly help. 11-yard gain. Still 3rd and long. Still a 3rd and 7. Granted, but it at least makes it a little bit more manageable. At the end of the day, just got to make sure we take care of business and make sure we pick up this first down here, as Miami will drop back, throw quickly to the right-hand side. Dariah Bond taking a shot, but hanging on and making the catch. There ain't no fumbles over here. And on a 3rd and 7, we convert it. We're back in that red zone once again. I'm looking for another touchdown here. We'll see who's going to go ahead and deliver and give us that second touchdown of this quarter. Holman's off to a great start here, averaging close to 8 yards a carry. He deserves a little bit of a break, so we'll give it to Jesse Green here. He picks up the first down here as well. The ground game just looking spectacular. You'll love to see it. As it leads to 1st and goal right here. Miami in the shotgun. They trying to send the blitz. We get it out to Jake Elliott, who just gets stopped at the 1-yard line. Oh, come on, Jake. You got to muscle it in there, my guy. 2nd and goal now coming up, though, at like the 1-inch line. Only putting 6 men in the box. That's barbecue chicken. Another touchdown for CJ Holman. That's the 2nd touchdown of the day for our senior tailback, and we're going to be up 14-0. And we're looking really good to start off this game, but I'm trying to see if we can keep it going, though, as Dixon's going to drop back for the Bearcats. He's going to get it right over the middle to Kevin Sutton. And it's a little bit better of a drive going for the Bearcats, but they're still down 14-0. We're going into Nippert Stadium right now. We're handling business. Just got to make sure we take care of the rest now. So here we go. 3rd and short coming up here. We're going to go ahead and try to send the blitz. Make sure they feel this pressure as it's a play action. We got guys there. Can we bring them down, though? 2 guys missed them. You got to be kidding me, man. We had 2 guys there. You got to make the tackle for me. But instead, Bearcats get bailed out. We should have had him in the backfield, as we do end up tackling Hayes for a gain of 5. Looks like either Ian Levine or Chris Ty made that tackle. But we got him to a 3rd and short here once again. It's going to be a handoff to Haynes up the middle. He's got some space to work with, as looks like Cameron Frost comes up in there and makes the tackle. But a 13-yard rush. Haynes actually doubling his yardage in 1 carry. You'll love to see if you're a Cincinnati guy. It's now 1st and 10. Dixon. We get him in the backfield. Not today. Finn Otis just coming in there, shooting like a cannon. Right tackle was simply too slow to keep up with him. That's what makes our defensive linemen so good, is they can do a little bit of everything, man. They can do some good things, but they can only do so much. So our secondary gives up a 16-yard gain on the very next play, though. And now going to try to drop back the pass, trying to throw it in the double coverage. Mario Hernandez almost having an interception, but ends up dropping it, though. And we do at least get him to 3rd and long, as Dixon will drop back again in the shotgun. We're going to tackle him in the backfield. That's Jamie Jenkins, who gets in there and makes the tackle. It's going to be a long field goal here, so that Cincinnati can just even get on the board. We'll see if they can make this field goal. The field goal is up, and it's no good. Didn't have the distance, didn't have the accuracy, it didn't have anything. So we don't allow any points on that drive, as we go ahead and check out a studio update. And looks like Illinois is trying to play upset. You know, they're trying to take down the #1 team in the nation in the Iowa Hawkeyes. So things going well for them early on. And things are going well for us too. We're up 14-0, and we have a chance here to go ahead and tack on some extra points here, as well as we try to throw it out. Try to throw that drag route, but that being said, just a little bit inaccurate. So now 2nd and 10 now coming up here, going back to the read option. And we got a bunch of space to work with here. Taking it on the inside, but we fumble it, though. Ray Stevenson, one of our offensive linemen, actually comes in and picks it up. It might get us an extra yard or 2, depending on what actually happened after that fumble. But either way, he keeps the drive alive for us. You know, thing I hate the most is turning the ball over, especially on fumbles. I can live if it's an interception, because that's usually my fault. But, you know, fumbles, that's a different story, you know. As we got 2nd and 8 now coming up. Miami throwing it quickly over right-hand side. Over to Jake Elliott. And it's another 1st down, but I'm trying to get another quick play in just because that was a little bit close. Don't want to make sure they don't have time to challenge this play. And we do at least get the play off. We get it quickly over to Dryan Bond, who picks up 6 yards as well, so you like to see that. So 2nd and 4 now coming up here at our completion will stand. Is Miami looking around again, trying to take some pressure, though, and he gets hit as he's thrown. And it's going to count as an incompletion. So 3rd and 4 coming up here. Going to try and pass for it once again. Looking at Price Jr. on the outside, but he's stopped. Looking around, trying to get it out to our running back, Jesse Green, but it's almost intercepted by Shane Alexander. And we have to go out here and get our field goal team out. Kick is up for Jacob Ramos, and it is good. So we don't get the touchdown that we necessarily want, but at the very least, we do at least add some more points onto the board. So we're only down 17-0 right now. As now, Dixon will go ahead and hand off up the gut to Michael Haynes, who, I don't know why you try to run a halfback draw on a third down. Our defense is simply too good to do that kind of stuff. You know, it baffles my mind that they even try it. You know, they should have seen the tape. They should have known we're nice like that, but I guess they don't listen to us enough. And they don't listen to how Frank Bowers, he is a bad man as well, able to pick up some good yardage on that punt return. And nice little 21-yard punt return. That's something that I'm really proud of. Our special teams, one of the best special team units in the country, man, showing a little bit right there. As we start off with a good offense, by the way. We're starting off in plus territory to start things off, so not a lot of work for us left to do, but it'd be interesting to see if we can go ahead and run a little bit of time off the clock here before we go into the locker room, because we're looking really good here at Nippers Stadium. As Holman's going to go ahead, he's going to pick up a gain of 6 on the play. It's still only down to 7 yards per carry, but that's still really good, all things being considered. As Holman will get the handoff once again, this time first down right off the jump, gain of 15. As Holman already almost has 100 yards on the ground already. We got 1st and 10 coming up. Miami dropping back, going to try to run for it, but decides to throw it at the last second. Kind of one of those more dangerous throwaways, it seems like, because everyone seemed to be covered on that one. And so now 2nd and 10 coming up. Miami dropping back once more, but this time finding Dryabon quickly over the left-hand side to make it a more manageable 3rd down. So we got less than a minute left on the clock. Going to try and go ahead and get a little bit more time off before we get into the locker room. As we get him on the halfback draw, can we get some blocks, please? No, we do not. If we would have had that last block, because he was in open space, that was going to be a touchdown. But instead, you know, coaches want to go for a field goal. I would have personally gone for it, but that's just me, though. But we still had a really good half, though. We're still up 20-0, all things considered. Just got to make sure we finish strong here in the second half, man. So let's go. Officially get things started here with the second half. As we're going to try to start with a play action. As Miami's looking around. He's actually going to have a bunch of space on the right-hand side. And going to get out of bounds, too. Nobody going to even touch him in the process. And the gain of 14 as a result of it is now 2 plays later. Going to hit him with another play action. This time facing some pressure. Gets it to Jariah Bond. But Jariah Bond drops the pass, though. You hate to see it. Quarterback taking a shot and you can't make a catch for your man. That's tough. It's now 3rd and 6 coming off of the drop pass. Miami ready to wind up. He's got Jake Elliott downfield who comes down and makes the catch. Gain of 35. And we're on the move again. Another red zone trip for the Earlham Quakers. And we got plenty of space down the gut as well. As Holman almost ends up getting it into the end zone. He now has 100 yards on the ground. And looks to add on to that as well with another carry. Holman in the end zone again. Touchdown, Earlham. And it's the 3rd touchdown of the game for CJ Holman. And here we go, man. 3 touchdowns for CJ. This team is just humming on all cylinders. Except right here, of course. As I'm bragging about the offense, we throw an interception. And he gets back up. He actually is back up right now and managed to get a few more yards out of it. I mean, we had the one-on-one matchup. Don't get me wrong. It was there. The defender just did a really good job of undercutting that play. But, I mean, they didn't get anywhere with it. They actually did the opposite with that. They, still didn't get any points. CJ, on the other hand, almost gets loose for a huge game. If it wasn't for, somebody diving at him at the last second, he was in the clear. He was looking really good, too. As now we got another 1st and 10 coming up. Miami dropping back, facing some pressure. I accidentally clicked the wrong button, man. I didn't even mean to do it. I'm happy that Adam Hill was open, though. because if that was picked off, that would have looked really bad, and it's still really stupid. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even mean to do that, but I mean, it just goes to show, man, it's sometimes better to be lucky than it's be good. That's really how it comes down to. And we still have a drive to get going with as we do another play action. Miami looking around, facing some pressure. Gonna just go ahead and run for it because nobody was really open necessarily. Just gonna go ahead and pick up those extra yards. You know, and we now have over 400 yards of total offense, thanks to that run right there. As we drop back, throw over the middle, get to Jesse Green. You know, no, don't need to risk it for the biscuit. You know, we're up by 27. You know, we don't need to do anything dangerous. Don't need to do anything that will give them any momentum to work with. As we throw over the middle, looking for Eric Sprinkle Jr., but deflected away at the last second. We'll have one last play here before the end of this third quarter. We'll see if we can go ahead and get in the end zone. Here is Miami trying to get it in there, but it's incomplete as well. Chris Golden ends up deflecting that pass away, but I mean, we'll get Jacob Ramos out there, and I think after this, we're just going to go ahead and get maybe our backups in at this point. You know, we're crushing Cincinnati. You know, they're not even worth our starters being there at the end of the day. This game is actually turning out really good, though. Iowa might end up going down here, and that would help us in our quest to go to a college championship game. But, you know, we end up winning this game big, 40-6, easily taking care of business. Only thing left to do now is check the stats for our guys. So like I said, man, we go ahead, take care of business in one of the toughest stadiums in our conference, in Nippert Stadium, and we took them to the woodshed, man. We went 40-6. Cincinnati could not get that running game going whatsoever. Only 23 carries, but only 14 yards to show for it. We even won the turnover battle. Our guys did get 2 turnovers in the fourth quarter when we did decide to bring in our second string guys, so that's really promising to see as well. And we ended up winning that time possession too, and we held them to 3 for 12 on those third down conversions. That's something that I really like to see. Checking out the player stats for our guys, and Miami Ugalye, you know, we still have him as a starter, but he wasn't fantastic today. 15 for 24, 142 yards and an interception. But to be fair, CJ Patton wasn't that great either. He was 3 for 7, ended up throwing 37 total yards on the day as well. One thing that was phenomenal was our running game, and particularly CJ Holman. 22 carries, 145 yards, and then also had 4 touchdowns today to show for it. Man would just always found a way to get into the end zone, and that's something that I love to see. Actually tied our school record as well. As we move over to the receivers now, Jariah Bond led the team in catches today, had 5 total catches, but only for 35 yards though. Jake Elliott actually had a little bit more success. He had a really good day today as well. He ended up with 4 catches for 75 yards. For our blockers, you know, we allowed multiple sacks, but Andy Richardson was able to get multiple pancakes at the very least. With Jeremy Norton able to get a pancake, but did also allow a sack as well. And then defensively, you know, our guys weren't on the field all that much, but Justin Burden did lead the team in tackles today. He ended up with 5 tackles on the day. No sacks, no INTs, nothing like that. Jamie Jenkins, Mario Hernandez, Nate Hunt, and MJ Granson, though, all had 4 tackles to their name. We did also get to this quarterback quite a bit, though. Even Greg Jenkins, who didn't even get on the field very often this season, he gets his first sack of the season, the preferred walk-on, able to get the job done. Same thing with Chris Ty, he gets a sack. Finn Otis had a sack. Mario Hernandez had a sack. MJ Granson had a sack, and it led to a ton of free and outs that we forced on the Bearcats while we had our starters on the field. In the fourth quarter, I also noticed that Josh Brown managed to get an interception and was able to bring it back 22 yards, with Mario Hernandez surprisingly forcing a fumble as well. You know, able to get the sack, got a fumble, and recovered his own fumble as well. So, really good job by our defense. I really wish we didn't allow them to score in the fourth quarter, but, you know, that's going to happen sometimes when you have those backups in there. So we move on with our, going through the rest of our season, man. And we get a recruiting update as well, which I do really like to see. Both Tommy Taylor and Matt Marshall have committed to join the squad. So welcome to the Quakers, my guys, as we go ahead and improve to 6-0 on the season. And you absolutely love to see it. So next episode, we will go up against a team that's not considered as successful, but we can't take any team for granted here in our brand new conference. We're hosting the East Carolina Pirates, and they're only 3-4 so far this season. We're also up to number 12 in the nation, so we still got to go ahead. We got to keep that high level of intensity if we want to live up to those expectations. But it should be a good episode, man, so make sure you smash that like button, hit me up down in the comments, and of course, if you happen to be brand new to the channel as well, and you made it this far, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button. You don't get more videos from your guy. But in the meantime, I hope you guys are all out there having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.